Hello, y'all. It's still Sunday, March 26, 2023. Now it's 9:53 p.m. So the videos I just uploaded and this one, I wanted to do it earlier, but I started to do a video earlier, but they had this fake crusty perk that like right when I try to press record to start doing a few videos, that's when he walked in and was giving me mean looks and tried the hate anger look, like as if I'm forbidden to look, and then try to frighten and scare me. And he not long ago left out of here. He was here for at least like 7 hours. So what time is it? 9:54 p.m. So I was relieved when he left. So yeah. Um so here's my situation. Since I only have enough spare money for a hotel room for one night in a hotel. But the other guy, he said he wanted me to use the other money just for bus fare and food. So I said, okay, I'll do that then. You know, I really don't like when people try to donate money and then tell me what to do or try to control me with it. So, so I mean, but don't take it out that I'm trying to sound unappreciative or anything, because I'm not. But I'm saying that's a narc tactic, what they do, you know. So as I said, certain people act like as if they're disgusted and annoyed and sick and tired of me asking for help. But I hate even being in this predicament because they're ruining my life and they won't even allow me to work on my own. So so the with the other money aside from that, I would have enough for one hotel room night. But if he would have just let me have it and didn't say anything um earlier, I could have had enough for almost three hotel nights. Almost three hotel nights at the rate if it was $60 each. But um if it was $60 each. A night. If it was $60 a night, I almost had enough for 3 nights. But since he wanted me to spend on just bus fare and food, you know, I don't have to worry about asking for bus fare or food really. But I don't know. It make me wonder if they'd be like, oh, well, take the money and spend it on this or spend it on that. Like, wonder, like, I don't know if they say if they don't trust me or something. So make sure you spend it on this or make sure you do this, make sure you do that. And that's what I be talking about. Like, they have, you know, some people that donate and out of the kindness of their heart. And, they don't care what I do with it, but I do what I say I'm going to do with it. But, I don't know if some people either act like they don't trust me or they'll be like, well, make sure you spend it on this or make sure you spend it on that. And then it's like they have some donors who and supporters who, don't mind helping. But they have a few of them, the ones who act narcissistic and controlling. They'll act, it's like they'll give me hints that they're disgusted with me and sick of me begging, or sick of me asking for help. I don't go to people personally, but I ask publicly in a video, and if anybody want to volunteer and help, they can help. But you know, they'll make like as if, oh, shut your mouth already. I'm sick of hearing you begging, or you sound very pathetic. So here's some money to make you shut up. Or I've had control freaks that want to give money and then say, well, trying to make me shut up about the gang stalking. So, I don't like, I ask for help, you know, thanks for the help. But the thing is, I don't like that manipulation and control from certain people. So, other than that, I have, enough for one night. But, since, I don't have to worry about food for a few days and bus fare for a few days. But I mean, my menstruation started in the middle of the night. I don't remember if it was late last night or early this morning, but I had to deal with some cramps. And, excuse me. And I'm like, wow, it waited till after I left out of the hotel to come down. So now I have to be on the streets like this. I have to be on the streets like this, and it's the worst being out here like this and then can't get a shower and forced to be dirty. So you know, so my stomach been hurting. I've been trying to I took the supplements necessary that's supposed to help take the cramps away. My body must be very acidic. And so for a whole week, like all week last week, was the first time in my life that I felt like I was on my period and menstruating, but I wasn't. Not yet. And now today it finally came. And it seemed like it was a little bit late. But then again, I have to factor in that last month was a shorter month, but it still came like a little bit late. So, excuse me. So, I mean, I hate the inconvenience of having to be on the streets, and you know, I don't know if if somebody said, well, three $360 a week, that's a lot of money. I don't know if you're trying to give the covert hint that you want me to, that you're sick and tired of me asking for help, or that you want me to stop asking for help. But as I said, sometimes they act like as if, oh, shut up, I'm tired of you begging, or I'm tired of you complaining, or I'm tired of you crying, or whatever, or I'm tired of you talking about the gang stalking, or you know. But as I said, I'm thankful and glad for the ones who don't have any kind of manipulation or control agendas, and if they just give out of the kindness of their heart and don't expect anything else in return. So since I have the help the way it is now, in the middle of the night, and tomorrow it's supposed to rain all morning and I guess all afternoon. So I have to be caught out in the rain. And then it's supposed to get back cold again. Tomorrow night it's supposed to be back cold. And then Tuesday night it's supposed to be 28 degrees. So, I don't even know what I would do in that. I mean, I don't know if that person might get mad at me if I got 2 nights of hotel with the money he donated, or, or but I mean, if he said he wanted me to spend it on just bus fare and food, I'll do that. But other than that, what I have, I guess I'll have to just wait until Tuesday night when it's back in the 20s to get as I said, I'm not, the online perps will try to falsely make me out to sound ungrateful and unappreciative, or people with narcissistic personalities will falsely say I'm ungrateful or I'm complaining, or no, I'm not trying to do that. It's like, as I said, I just don't like when people try to be like manipulative, or I'm talking about in general as a whole. People are trying to be manipulative or controlling. That's what I'm talking about. So, like with the foster mom, when I saw her in 2017, she gave me $40 and then said, I mean, if I'm a grown woman in my 30s, you're talking to me like I'm slow, like I don't know any better still. Like, you wouldn't have done that to your own kids. But she donated me $40. And then, I mean, she gave me 40. I didn't ask her for it, but thank you. But all that money she took from me, though. But she gave me cheap ass $40. After all the money she took from me, but she just gave me $40 and then tell me, make sure you spend it wisely. And that was very triggering for me, So, so I mean, if somebody give you a $5 McDonald's gift card and say, make sure you use it, like I don't know no better. And then if you call them out on their control, manipulation, or abuse with money, that's when they'll make sure they smear a campaign where they'll, spread the word to tell everybody don't help you and make you suffer or make you to be punished. So, I mean, as I said, I ask for help, and I'm glad for the people who, donate and, just don't say anything. But I really don't like people, making me feel like a puppet on a string, or make me feel like as if they're trying to control me. And they take advantage of and exploit that because I'm in my situation. So like as if they're sick and tired of me whining, they're sick and tired of me asking for help, they're sick and tired of me talking about the gang stalking and everything. And I've been busting ass trying to apply for jobs and still nothing yet. Like when I went to try to get a job at the Hilton at Pensacola Beach, they had a whole bunch of perps surrounding me. And then the guy lied and said that he will hire anybody who wants to work. I got a rejection letter in like less than 12 hours, or like in the middle of the night that following morning. So, no experience necessary. We will train and we'll hire anybody who wants to work. You don't have to worry. And some of them even say, well, certain jobs will say that, well, I don't have a felony or anything like that, but if a felony history wouldn't stop you from getting a job, why should, if like that fake TI, it was a regular perp, I think it was, a narcissistic perp named Charnay Brown falsely try to say that employers look at you and look at your YouTube videos and talking about your gang stalking and see your behavior and decide not to hire you. Not all employers do that, but if you welcome a felon, how come you reject targeted individuals talking about gang stalking, but you'll welcome a felon? So they're keeping me suppressed, So, as I said, a couple of other people donated enough for one hotel night. And, aside from that other person. And, so that's enough for one hotel night. But as I said, I would have to wait all the way until Tuesday night to try to see about getting a room, since it's so cold. But it's like this morning, I felt like I almost didn't make it. It was so damn cold, like 34 degrees this morning. I had to be out there, 34 degrees. So that's why I was trying to ask for help for another week. For another week. And then next Monday, I get my own Social Security check. Excuse me. So this is a frustrating, nasty week for me. I'm surprised this morning, right after I ate breakfast, I dozed off for a couple hours and nobody bothered me. And then I came over here, and once I got over here, I've been taking cat naps and taking bathroom trips all day, all afternoon and all evening. And I've been having to, it's the worst when you're homeless and menstruating and gotta do the number 2. I almost thought I had diarrhea for a moment. I shat 3 times today and once last night. So, it looks like my body from the sleep deprivation. It's like I had cat naps this evening, off and on sleep. So then I had, my body was feeling so weak and I felt sleep deprived, couldn't think properly or anything like that. But excuse me. So Tuesday I got this, I think Tuesday. See, they'll tell you about this job and then they don't want to tell you the location of where it's at. And then later on, I have to turn the job down because it's 30 minutes to an hour away from where the bus stop will be. It's in an area where the buses don't run. But I can walk 30 minutes. But the problem is, if I got to walk 30 minutes and then work an 8 or 12-hour shift plus be sleep deprived, and stand on my feet all those hours. So, many jobs had turned me down because I don't have a car. I'm like, well, you didn't say on Indeed that you needed a car, that you must have a car and your own insurance, your own car. It's not until after I get on the phone and they try to schedule an interview and then go do an overview or something. But that caregiver job that the person called me last week and was supposed to get back to me, nothing. So, I mean, I hate when people try to make like I'm going through my homelessness or I'm going through my targeting or or that nobody wants to give me a job. Oh wow, they remotely stabbing me in my shoulder blade and my back on the right side. And once I mentioned, now they stopped. So, so I mean, now they made me forget what I was talking about. So, so, oh yeah. So, I mean, I never heard anything back from the caregiver job. But yeah, people making like me suffering, like can't get a job anywhere, homeless, and going through gang stalking. They'll try to make it like that's not persecution, that's punishment and karma, and you reap what you sow because you're ungrateful, you're unappreciative, you do people dirty, you screw people over, and I don't screw nobody over, and I don't do anybody dirty. You know, so I never have been that type of person, but I've had that done to me. So another thing I want to say was that motel that lady told me about yesterday. I looked at a lot of Google reviews and I'm scared because they said people were saying that they cheat you out of your deposit and that it's horrible to live there and they got a lot of bad bed bugs. And I'm like, that's why it's dirt cheap, because if they got bed bugs, nothing works properly. And I heard that they're all rude and scam people out of their money and stuff. And they said, well, is the business hurting that bad that they gotta scam people? And I'm like, wow. So so I mean, yeah. But I mean, as I said, I hate being in this, that the perps have me in this predicament that I have to be forced to beg and panhandle. So Cincinnati is city. It's not like Pensacola. Well, Pensacola wasn't really a country either. But you know, in a bigger city like this, like like close to the hotel I checked out of, I saw an abandoned bank. But the thing is, you know, it's still way too cold outside. It's still way too cold outside. And I don't know if that's an abandoned bank, if um if people might make complaints if they see me, or if the police might harass me, and I won't have any place where I can use the bathroom. And the fact that it's on a busy major street, if the gang stalking would be so bad, you know, if the gang stalking would be so bad, that I would get harassed really bad because it's, you know, high traffic area. So, my body and my mind felt so weak and tired today due to the sleep deprivation. And I didn't get to write anything today. Wait, no, I started on a little bit of something today. I did start on a little bit of something today, but I couldn't follow through with it. And my body and my mind just felt so weak. So, so yeah, I know the malicious gang stalkers online. They would maliciously and deliberately twist my words and you know, just to make me look bad or make me look a certain way when I didn't mean what they're trying to falsely say. Well, Candy means this, or this is what Candy is really trying to say. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. You don't know what my intent is and or anything like that. But so say for example, if somebody might cash at me $40, and then and then I'd be like, thank you. Like I can on Cash App, I can only give you like an emoji as thanks, but excuse me, on PayPal and Venmo, I can message people and say, give them a thank you message. But I mean, I've heard other people say that too, that it's narcissistic to donate to somebody and then try to control or dictate what you want them to spend it on. Like if like like that time when I was in my hometown New Orleans and I was panhandling on Canal Street, and they had a lady Indian from India who tried to force me to eat at McDonald's, and I said, I can't eat that. I can't eat McDonald's. and if they can't get the control out of you, then they'll be like, well, then you must not be hungry then. And I'm like, well, what all these other places, why you want to try to make me eat there? And I'm like, well, there's this place that have bread, beans, rice, and sausage for five. I can get two small bowls for $5, and that's dinner for me. She acted like she didn't believe me, and she thought that I was gonna go and take the money and go do drugs with it. So yeah, she think that you know that I was. She thought I was. This was back in 2018, or was it 2019? Um, and recently they had this person that wanted to make me buy me a sandwich at some place, and I'm like, well, I was trying to help him out to go and get some, Cactus Cantina before they made the final wrongful ban, and I'm like, well, Cactus Cantina is cheaper. I mean, like that deli sandwich. I mean that Nest General Store, you'll end up buying like a sandwich and chips for $15, like gourmet sandwiches. And I'm like, well, I can get like something for $8, like a whole lunch special for $8 at Cactus Cantina. And I had already ate over there earlier for breakfast at that Nest General place. And so he tried to make it like, you know, he wanted to make me get a sandwich. And I'm like, well, I was trying to help you out. You could pay half, because I was trying to get like some beans and rice or whatever, and like maybe enchiladas or something. But he started to call me ungrateful and play sight games and use the Bible to play sight games and manipulate and laugh in my face and stuff. And another time, they had this person downtown Pensacola that also downtown Pensacola who donated me like $1 when I was panhandling, and then um, and so then she went and walked behind me. I don't remember if it was, I just remember that it was a white person, but I don't remember if it was a male or a female. I think it was a woman that followed me 2 or 3 blocks to make sure I don't panhandle or ask anybody else for anything. And not to sound ungrateful or anything, but it's like there's nothing you can buy for $1 now these days anymore. So that's why I would, try to ask anybody else. Like if that's all you can donate, then thank you. I appreciate it. But I keep asking until I can get enough for a meal. So but it's like she walked right on the back of my heels to make sure I didn't ask anybody else for anything else. And it's like, and I don't even know if she was a perp, but I know she was abusive and narcissistic to do something like that, you know. And so I've read that, people with narcissistic personalities love to call their victims ungrateful or unappreciative, especially like the foster mom. She used to buy us stuff that she knew that we didn't like. And then if we didn't accept it, she would call us ungrateful and unappreciative and stuff like that. If we don't like brown clogs, remember those old shoes that they used to call clogs. If we wouldn't want to wear brown Crocs, if we would choose black Crocs or gray Crocs or something, or clogs, or if we wanted blue and not green, then oh, you're so ungrateful or whatever, you know. So they try to control what they want you to have. I mean, even if it's the same price, or but then when you have your own money and they want to try to control you and meddle in your business, saying, oh, you're spending up all your money, even if you work for it. So I'm just tired of people being just so controlling, and they take advantage of it when you need the most help. you know they exploit and take advantage of you being in need. So yeah, so I mean, I wish I could have been in a hotel for another week this week, and then next Monday, my money's supposed to come, and you know, but I hate that the system has this by design, and people say, oh, 365, I mean 360 a week, that's too much money, or that's a lot of money. But my income, they say it's not even enough for a low income, a place to live, or not enough for affordable housing. And then at the same time, they want 3.5 times the rent, and it's a waiting list, and really no housing available. It's a housing crisis, and there's a lot of gentrification going on. So they're making it harder, and I don't have a car. But if you're a real targeted individual, you know how the perps make stuff more expensive for us, or they force us to have to shell out more money, or they break stuff on purpose of our property on purpose so that we would have to waste more money on this. Like say if they go into your house while you're gone and then mess up with the pipes in your faucet, and then you have to pay for it to get it fixed. And then they keep on doing the same thing, or they mess with your car, and then you have to go take it to the mechanic, and then the mechanic doesn't fix your car, and then you pay more money, and they take advantage and screw you over, and you just keep on wasting more money for them to break the car even more and not fix it. And I didn't realize that was going on with me in 2007. So, you know, I feel bad because I don't want people to take my video the wrong way. I hope people can understand where I'm coming from, or what I'm talking about, you know. So, well, at the moment, I don't have much of anything to say more. At this moment, it's 10:28 p.m. right now. So, within an hour, I'm gonna have to leave, and then, you know, go on the streets. But Tuesday night seems like the only night I can get enough. I mean, that I can use the other money for a hotel room. So I'm gonna go for now. And thanks, and I'll see y'all later. See, but yeah, I didn't because that guy was here. I couldn't even do any videos. So I'm gonna see y'all.